Topic of today's lecture is relational algebra. So this is the relation R, S, A, B, C, D, E. The cross product of this example is, suppose you have to firstly cross this table, like alpha 1 can be multiplied by firstly alpha 1 10A. You have to display this record by alpha 1 alpha 10A, then multiply by beta 10A, then alpha 1 can be multiplied by beta 10A, then third alpha 1 can be multiplied by beta 20b. You have to display this record by this. Then alpha 1 can be multiplied by gamma 10b. So you have to display this record. Then next, this beta 2 can be multiplied by alpha 10a. So you have to display beta 2 alpha 10a, then beta 2 beta 10a. You have to multiply this, and beta 2 beta 20b. So you have to display this beta 2 beta 20b, and then finally beta 2 alpha 10b. Okay. So totally you have to display the 4 and 4. Total 8 rows has been displayed. So this is the 2 by 2 matrix, and this is the 3 by 4. So this is the 2 rows and this is the 4 rows. That means total 8 rows can be displayed. Everyone understand the concept? Cartesian product 2 into 4 is 8 row has been displayed for Cartesian products. Can build expression using multiple operations. The example for select A is equal to C in brackets R cross S. So previously you have to find out the R cross S. In previous example, you have to find out the R cross S. This is the R table and this is the S table. So you have to find out the R cross S. Then you have to find out the select query for that cross product. So select A is equal to C. So firstly check this select condition. A is equal to C. So this is the A and this is the C. So check that it is correct. So you have to display the record is alpha 1 alpha 10A. So this is the resultant record. Then A is equal to C. In this it is to be not. Then A is equal to C. This record is also not. Then A is equal to C. This is record is also not. A is equal to C. This, okay, it is not. So this record is equal to A is equal to C. So this record is display beta 2 beta 10A. Then beta 2, this is also executed 20b, and this record is not. So only 3 record has been displayed for A is equal to C select statement. So this is the select condition for composition of two operations. One is Cartesian product, and that Cartesian product result can be applied the select condition. So you have to display this result. Next will be rename operation. Allow us to name and therefore to refer to the result of relational algebra expression. You have to relation has more than one name. It is to be allowed for the relation. You have to change the name for the relation. by using rename. So notation for rename is row X bracket capital E. Return the expression E under the name X. You have to change the name if relational algebra expression E has additive of n. So row X in bracket A1 up to number of attributes, you have to change the attribute name also in bracket E. The result returns the result of expression E under the name X and with the attribute rename to the A1, A2 up to N. You have to change the rename of your table. Suppose your table is student and name of the attribute for student is roll number, name and class. Suppose you have to change the name for your attribute like S roll number, S name and S class. So you have to change by using rename. Rename student table in brackets. Attribute name is S name, S roll number and S class. From table is student S. So you have to rename for your table or rename for your attributes in rename operations. So this is the banking example, banking database. In banking database, these are the banking schema, branch. In branch table, there will be branch name, branch city and asset. These are the records or these are the attributes for this branch. Then customer table have customer name, customer street and customer city. Account table, this schema is used for account number, branch name and balance. These are the attributes for account table. Loan table has loan number, branch name and amount. These are the attributes for loan table. And depositor schema has customer name, account number and borrower schema has customer name and loan number. Firstly, you have to check that this is the primary key for that table. This is the primary key for customer table. This is the primary key for account table. This is the primary key for loan table. And that is the foreign key for customer name is a foreign key and for account number is a referencing for this. So account number is foreign key for that table. Also borrower has customer name is also used for as a foreign key and loan table is a loan number is a primary key. This also used for the loan number. So these are the foreign keys. So that two tables it is to be a foreign key and that four tables it is to be a primary key for that. So this is the schema. So firstly you have to check that query. For example, find all loans of Ohad $1,200. So find out all loans of Ohad $1,200. So you have to require firstly select operation and attribute is amount is greater than 1,200 from loan. So loan table, firstly you have to check that loan table has been amount is one attribute. So this amount is 1,200 is greater. So you have to display this record amount is greater than 1,200 from loan. Next query, find the loan number for each loan of an amount greater than 1,200. So firstly you have to find out the loan numbers for each loan. And the one condition is amount is greater than 1,200. So firstly I will check the select amount is greater than 1,200 from loan and that record. So firstly you have to find out the select amount is greater than 1,200 from loan and then find out the loan number. Loan number is an attribute. So you have to use the pi operation. Firstly you have to check the select. This is the firstly select amount is greater than 1,200 from loan. That resultant table, then you have to after this resultant table you have to apply the pi operation. Okay, then you have to find out the loan numbers for all loan numbers that for each loan if amount is greater than 1,200. Next, find the name of all customer who have a loan and account or both from the bank. So firstly, find out the name of all customers. So previously you have to check that where is customer name from schema. In this schema you have to find out the name of customers. So this is the customer name from customer table, you have to find out. Also this is the customer name from depositor. Also you have to customer name from borrower. So you have to find out from these three schema to find out the customer name. But query for that, so query for that you have to find out the customer name who have a loan and account or both. So you have to require the loan and also you have to require the account. So there will be condition is customer name find out, and you have to require the account number also and loan number also. So you have to require both the tables like depositor and borrower. So you have to not apply the query for that table. Why? It is not included the loan and account details. Only customer details are included in customer table, but account loan details are included in depositor and borrower are also their customer names. Okay, so you require compulsory basically two tables, depositor and borrower. So you have to find out the all customers who have loan and account. So you have required the union condition because there will be loan, also there will be account, both has been required. So you have to use the union pi customer name bracket borrower union pi customer name bracket depositor.